you just have to prove to the United States government that you can't get this magnet anywhere else in the world.
Okay,
And
hey
if
boss,
you
I
do
tried.
yeah, you do that, and the U.S. government signs off on it, you're good. If you don't, they fine you like $100,000. Not even. It's probably like $10,000, but they fine you for it. So. But anyway, that's tangent. So.
No, I mean like Tom's plugged into the supply chain, so.
Yeah, I also used to know a lot more about rare earth material because when I worked for my family's business, we did so it was aluminum magnesium castings, and the odd thing about magnesium is magnesium you actually need like a lot of like neodymium and other rare earths, like a rare earth slurry kind of in your magnesium to have the right properties. So I was like probably between like 2008 and 2012, I was like paying attention to the rare earths market.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So it's just like one of those really weird things that you just pay attention to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To our magnesium and rare earth supplier about it. So.
It's more or less exactly like how I get the annual hummus forecast in my email. It's exactly the same
Not
thing.
because you're a hummus expert, because you're plugged into the hummus market.
I'm plugged into the hummus market.
But they were supposed to open some type of rare earth factory in California, I think, somewhere in the U.S. I don't know if it ever went through, but
I'm sure it didn't.
I don't know. You say that, but like the what do you call it? The will to achieve some degree of like separation or self-sufficiency is sometimes enough to push through like otherwise economically like unfeasible projects.
Yeah, sometimes we do hate China enough to put through some factories.
We do hate China enough to do that.
Yeah, but we haven't.
Yeah, well, it might be because just of like
friction.
I can't think of the word. No, environmental regulations in the United States and specifically in California.
I'd be shocked if we let government or economic regulations stop us from hating China.
Well, it might just be state level, like getting.
Yeah, well, then we'll just drill another pipeline in Alaska. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Anyway.
What do they have there? Fish? Who cares?
You know they do have fish pipelines.
I know they have fish elevators.
Yeah, they got a fish elevator in Winooski. That's all I know.
Uh-huh.
Have you guys gotten to see that?
Actually, no, not the one in Winooski.
It's really cool.
I saw one in Seattle. Yeah, and I went and looked at that, and there was like essentially salmon swimming in a tube, and like you just see these ugly guys just like passing right by.
Oh, there's some funny ones because they're really long tubes. It's kind of like Futurama, but if it was just fish.
Also, when they stock ponds or lakes, they have like water trucks, but they're not full of just water. They're full of water and fish. And then they just like put a big old hose into the water and shoot fish out of it.
Fish, water, fish eggs. Let's go, boys. I love it. Yeah, in Winooski, down the Winooski River, like where you cross from Winooski out of the traffic circle, there's the Winooski Falls. I'm sure you guys are aware of the Winooski Falls. They have a fish elevator right there. And they have a whiteboard. You can see how many fish they've elevated today.
Oh, cool. So a whiteboard implies that somebody's there just counting.
Yep. They're counting, they're lifting, they're transporting.
Oh, it's not like the fish don't elevate themselves.
No.
not like it's like a weird elevator or step system. It's like a literal like bucket that they like scoop the fish out of and then like dump
Oh my
it
God.
into the dam.
I mean,
That's
it's an
funny.
actual elevator. I don't think it's rope and pulley. I think there's a button. But yeah,
Mhm.
they pull all the fish up and then they drive them up upstream a bit. I'm worried about this video, but I'll watch it.
Oh no, it's it just had it open. You don't even have to look at it, but it's cool, so you can look at it.
Where is this video?
Oh, it's Weird Knots.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
You've seen some
It's
of
a pretty
these.
cool one.
No, I've seen the whole video.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw it today, you probably saw it recently, or maybe forever ago. Because
Tom's a
everything is so
Redditor now
cool.
because there's no more Twitter.
I don't really think I'm a Redditor because I don't post.
Yeah, but he watches Reddit because there's no more Twitter, and he's illegally not allowed on TikTok. So.
Well, it's not that it's against the law. It's against corporate policy to have TikTok on the same.
I think that's stronger than an actual law.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I think that's stronger than an actual law because you could lose your job. I feel like if I break the law, I don't lose my job.
You would definitely lose your job. You're not rich enough. To not lose your job.
I've gotten speeding tickets, not lost my job.
I don't know that you necessarily.
That's a law. I broke it.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
Katie's a criminal.
Yeah.
Katie's a criminal.
Crime lord over here. Crime McGee.
There was some, I don't remember what the exercise was for, but there was some, before my dad retired when he was still teaching, he had some exercise he would have his students do, and it was like something about like how many of you know someone who's committed a crime, or how many people in this room do you think have committed a crime?
It's all of them.
And like people would give like really, really low numbers, and then he'd say how many people in this room have gotten a speeding ticket. And like almost everyone would raise their hand, and he's like, so that many of you have committed a crime. And they'd be like, that's not a crime, that's a misdemeanor.
It's a crime.
It's like, yeah, a misdemeanor is a crime.
Like, change your worldview, because a lot of people have done actual criminal time for crimes that fall under this definition.
Also, most likely everyone's dead, like has done some speeds in their life.
Even if they didn't get caught.
Yeah, even if you didn't get caught, yeah.
Bad criminal if you get caught.
That's right.
And don't call me a bad criminal. I didn't get caught nearly as many times as I actually committed the crime.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's fair. That's actually a good point. It's like I got caught once, but you many times you didn't catch me, and then they just lock you up.
Yeah.
I managed
That's why
not
you
to
don't-
say that to the cop.
What I really wanted to ask, like, well, when we test drove the Kia, we were on our own, they didn't come with us, but at Toyota they did. I really wanted to ask, like, how often they have someone, like, get in an accident while they're test driving.
I think it's a fair question. Or how many times, like, has the driver made you nervous?
Yeah, because, like, probably a lot of people are being more cautious than they would be normally because, like, they're test driving a new car, and you know, and especially if they have someone from the dealership with them, but you're also driving a car you're not familiar with.
Also, like, it's
And
their insurance, not yours. Like, you can just fuck up.
So that was another thing the Kia dealership was so laid back about. They were like, here are the keys, just, you know, take it out as long as you want.
Wait, that's wild. I've never gotten to do that.
Yeah. We told him that we were going to another dealership, and he's just like, "Do you want to take this car so you can like just compare them directly?"
I kind of love that honesty. Like, that vibe is great.
Well, like it was good vibe, and I honestly think that's why he suggested it. But it also would have meant that we had to come back to their dealership,
Yeah.
which we declined for logistical reasons. But
Maybe Kia salespeople, I mean, he still has time to like start being pushy and annoying, but like my parents bought a Kia recently and they had a very positive experience with their salesperson in the dealership. And then um once we started considering this car, I found this YouTube channel from this Kia dealer in Ontario, and it's like these live videos that they do every day, every weekday. Um, and it was like they were just being so honest about things in the car that they don't personally like. Like the two women who do the videos, they're like, this thing here, it's called piano black, the finish, and it's just a fingerprint magnet, and it's too shiny. I don't know why they do that. And it was just kind of nice to see like salespeople just like, not try to pretend everything about the car is amazing.
Yeah, I definitely. I feel like they're ready for Gen Z. Like,
Yeah.
like it's a good vibe.
Well, it's like, over the years when I've become frustrated with people who, for like sticking to an obviously wrong standpoint, like just because you don't want to accept that you're wrong doesn't make you not wrong. You can't pretend it's gonna just go away. Like you can try to will something to be otherwise, but absent any like actions to make your flawed understanding of reality real, it just won't happen. You got to come around sooner or later. You can't just ignore a problem
or suffer the consequences.
Sure, but I would say that's still just you can't just ignore a problem. Anyway.
It just feels more genuine too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, that's such an easy thing to do. Be like, this one section of the car has a finish we don't like. That's our flaw with it. Yeah, there's something wrong. Maybe we'll fix it next time.
I mean, they mentioned in those videos, they're mentioning.
Well, that's you got to have a good seal to push the fish along.
Yeah, the pneumatics are great. Someday I'll have a fish cannon.
That's a good aspiration.
All right, gang. What do you want to do?
That is a great question. One that I'm interested in answering.
Like, hey, gamers.
Are you interested in birds, maybe?
I could be interested in a bird.
Good by me.
Even several birds.
I think we didn't end up finishing that Civ game either.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were going to, and then
yeah. Well,
turned out
so Tim was like,
good.
"I'm winning in 2 turns," and then 10 turns later.
I'm pretty sure somebody else told me I was winning in 2. But I did confirm it. I also confirmed the next turn that it was no longer true.
Yeah, we were less willing to listen to that part.
Yeah. Are you enjoying Children of Morta, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel like that year that I took Wizlord to the Boston Festival of Indie Games, that might have been the game next to me.
Oh, that's
What
really
was it called?
cool.
I didn't really talk to them because I was the only one doing my thing, and I think the game Tom was just playing,
Yeah, I didn't catch the name of
Children
it.
of Morta.
It's basically like I don't want to say it's like an action
Roguelike.
yeah
Yeah.
roguelike. It's a lot like Hades, but you play as different characters. And each character has like different skill points that you can that basically you can level up each of them separately.
Yeah, hold on a second. And wait, do you have a weird game invite?
From what?
I have a weird game invite from Liz Harper 7.
Since I'm always the one who starts games, where do I see the invites?
It's just like under the your active games. If you can't see it, don't worry about it. I have no idea who Liz Harper is and how that came.
Nope, I only have one active game.
Wonder when I got that.
That's cool though, Tim, that you were booth to booth with the game Tom's playing.
I think.
It's $6 right now, and we can play it together.
Oh, we can play it together?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got an online co-op, so we can both be different people.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not 100% sure it was them, but I kind of think like every time I've seen that game come up on Steam, I'm like, that logo looks exactly like the game that was next to me, and it was that art style too. But I didn't get to play the game, so I don't really remember.
I mean,
Remember when?
I was gonna say canonly in my mind, it's true. So
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, remember the that TV we borrowed from you, Katie?
oh my god, I had that for so long.
Yeah, it was like we had it strapped into our back seat with seatbelts because we had a the same car we have now, and then it was so heavy, and we were like carrying it into that gym or whatever it was that the festival was in, and like we got so many comments on it. Everyone's like, "Nice TV."
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Everyone else
everybody
was like,
hated on
"These
the
fancy
TV.
new TVs."
I feel like it was the first flat screen, but it was still 80 pounds.
Yeah, it was like technically flat screen, but when flat screens were still kind of like thick front to back.
You guys should have kept the Goodwill label on it that was $10. We might have removed it before you got it, but
It was so hot too. It was like that was September, and it was just like very hot that weekend, and there was no AC in that room. It was just like big fans that weren't really helping. Carrying it like 100-pound, it was a heavy TV.
it was heavy.
Up,
It was a
up,
two-person
like,
carry.
wasn't the elevator broken or something?
Oh my god, did I carry that
We had
upstairs?
to carry it up the stairs.
We arrived late too, which was miserable. And so, like, yeah.
This is because we were staying at Margaret's house, right?
And we didn't leave on time, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, this is the TV that we eventually brought back to Goodwill. It made its
the giant.
yeah, it made its full journey in life.
They've like gotten rid of the past subsites, so I can't find what the games were that were there that year. Where we got?
I was watching someone play Noida today.
Oh, cool.
Right,
It was absolutely insane. They had a drill one, and they were drilling through the map. At like insanely, like flying through the map, drilling through everything. And then they started playing this game, and I didn't get the name of it, so I actually had to go jump on a call. But it was like this four-person like action RPG, and it looked super dope. And I wish I could figure out what it was. And it was like
little
basic. It was like like 16-bit kind of whatever 8-bit kind of thing.
All right, I'm gonna guess Ember Knights. Go look at that.
Maybe I'm.
You already know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I just googled four-player rogue-like games, and that is actually on the list. I didn't get there yet, though. Oh, this might be it. No, that's not it either. I wish I got the name of the game.
Do you know who it was? They might have done a video on demand, so you can see it.
It was Pirate Software, which is a very funny name, like implying that you
Wait.
Pirate Software.
Katie, before you like list any off, I want to try to like just blind guess it. Couple more shots.
What?
You said it was pixel graphics, Tom?
Yeah, it looked like it was a bit more pixelated. It wasn't like super nice looking.
Then it was 4-player.
It looked like it was, yeah.
Well, I don't expect it would be. I'm going to mention a game I was thinking about earlier, which is I do not think this is the right guess. But have you ever looked at Dungeon of the Endless? That's not a new game.
No, I've never heard of it.
As opposed to Endless Dungeon, which is the same studio, but that one's newer. Oh, what is the name of the one by Monster Train Studio? That's the other one I was trying to think of.
I mean, good luck trying to find it. I don't think I'll be able to find it.
I feel like you should just look at the VOD for whoever you're following.
Yeah, I'm trying. I know he also does all of his streams to YouTube as well.
Check Inkbound. Is that one?
Yeah, let me make sure. I'll check.
Okay.
Alright, what was that game?
Inkbound. Yep. You did say it was pretty simple, though, right?
This could have been it. I wish I was paying more attention. That's what I wish.
Mm.
If only work hadn't gotten in the way.
Yep. I agree, actually.
Mm.
But the streamer, that Pirate Software guy, he used to work at Blizzard. He was pretty smart.
Yellow-breasted chat. Because these birds like dense thickets, they are more often heard than seen.
Like content creation works really well, so he's like really popular. Like he just started streaming maybe a year or two ago, and he has like almost 2 million people on YouTube following him.
Damn.
Yeah.
But he's like so when you make stuff on TikTok and YouTube, I think it's YouTube actually. You make things on YouTube, you can push the notification out to people that follow you, so they'll go and look at your video that you release. Or you can choose to not do that and just push out the video. But the thing is like if you push out the video to people that follow you, and then they don't watch the video, it gives you bad stats. But if you just push the video out and let people just organically interact with it, you actually get a better like I don't even know what you would call it, like a more positive like interaction, like you know experience.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. It's not something I thought about.
I put out videos and nobody watches them, so.
What'd you say, Kate?
I mean, I put out videos, but nobody watches them, so. I'm a content creator.
True.
But I have 3 followers, so I don't have to push anything.
That's right. You get to take advantage of the better just publish a video.
Yeah, pure
Modifier.
algorithm.
That's right.
Like he does a lot of like tries to inspire people to do like games. So he'll like play a game and then talk about it, and then talk about like mechanics in games, and like explain like people ask him like coding questions and stuff like that.
Is he a developer?
Yeah, he was a developer for Blizzard.
Oh, I thought he worked at Blizzard. I didn't realize he was a developer.
Yeah. And he's like a hacker too. Like he worked for the Department of Energy as like a hacker or something.
I don't know if the Department of Energy needs hackers, but okay.
I mean the Department of Energy is very big. Like they also deal with like nuclear weapons.
Yeah. Well, they still don't need hackers. They probably need counter hack, but.
But that's okay. Well, that's probably what they're doing.
If they're hacking other guys to get their nukes, then that's probably bad.
No, he's probably trying to hack into US stuff and trying to find holes or entry points that can be exploited.
Oh my god, I got a copyright strike on one of my videos.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't know. It just says copyright strike on Norp Apolog. That like game where Tom, you're like, everything's exploding. What are you playing?
Weird.
Like
Was there music in the background?
No, it's just Norp Apolog. It's okay, only 2 people saw it.
And one of them thought that it was breaking the law.
Yeah. This is gotta go.
Eurasian tree sparrow. A traditional Japanese dance was inspired by the fluttering of the tree sparrow.
Oh, the algorithm found 10 seconds of a song in the Norp Apolog that they said is. I'll just mute it. I don't care. Fuck out of here. No, I just muted it. God, YouTube's stupid. Not that I'm ever gonna make any money on it anyway, but.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah.
Hmm. Next week is the Steam sale.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. Thursday, I think. Maybe archive.org can help me.
Say it again.
So maybe archive.org can help me. Hmm.
Tell you guys about Ori.
Uh-oh, no.
We took him. Well, I guess over the weekend, he has like this little bump on his neck, and it like was oozing like blood and pus. Not like
Oh no.
kind of gross.
Yep.
Brought him to the vet this week, and he's got a little bump on his neck. It's like 90% chance of it being cancerous.
Yeah, it's full of mast cells and inflammation cells, which lead them to believe it is like a skin cancer. Which, if you're
Is
gonna get
it?
cancer, you want to get skin cancer.
Right, yeah, it's the sort of thing they can.
So, you were saying about him.
Does it look like they can at least attempt to snip it off, kind of thing? Or...
Yeah, we're potentially gonna get it done next Friday, but they also think there might be some other things going on, so we're gonna see if we can get an ulcer for it. Right? Is that what we're getting? An ulcer for it?
Yeah, so he also has an elevated calcium, which he either has extra calcium for no reason, or he has extra calcium because there's some other kind of tumor making calcium. So the recommendation, after doing a little research, because they came back to us, they're like, actually, 30% of these mast cell tumors are actually not the source of cancer, but a manifestation of it. So they want to do an ultrasound of his abdomen, and it's actually a different vet. They are gonna refer us to either Pete's or Bev's.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's lost a couple pounds at least, because he hates his food. So we're on the food.
Yeah, we're on the bulk up diet.
Yeah.
Well, he probably likes that then, huh?
Yeah, we I got some. Like, I went to Pet Food Warehouse. I did a bunch of research, and yes, he should just have his kidney diet, but if that's not gonna bulk him up, fed is best, and so simple proteins with the least amount of like processing are best. So it turns out at Pet Food Warehouse they have Adam's Turkey Farm. They have a chicken raw food thing. And so I picked some of that up, except it's chicken. And we cooked him up some chicken. He loved it.
Oh yeah. I had to do that for Moto once because of diarrhea.
Yep. Yeah,
And
we've
she
done it
loved
for
it.
Joe several times because of diarrhea.
Yeah, Joe's been on a chicken and rice diet more than once.
But because Dory's because he has kidney issues, they actually, for human chicken, they insert a bunch of saline into it. They like pluff it up, like squirt a bunch of salt water in it to make it look like it's like a big old chicken. Which is really bad if you're a tiny animal with kidney problems. You can't have that much salt.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it was like, we were like, oh, we'll just get him some chicken. And I was like, wait a second. That's probably fine for Joe to do once in a while, but it's not great for a tiny little cow like Dory to do, because it's too much sodium for him.
But, yep, Adam's Chicken Farm or Adam's Turkey Farm's got us covered.
Yep.
Common nighthawk. Nighthawks are crepuscular, hunting
Oh,
flying
yeah, 'cause
insects at dawn
yeah,
and
now
dusk.
he needs an ultrasound of his abdominal cavity to make sure that the cancer hasn't metastasized or it doesn't have an origin other than his skin.
I know they're like worried about it, but like she poked him a whole bunch when he was at his checkup, and she said he seemed healthy other than the fact that he had lost weight and he had lost muscle mass in his back leg.
And she even
Moto's got some of that.
Yeah, I mean, she even said so in her follow-up email. She's like it's out of abundance of caution. She's like, he's excluded from this except for his weight loss and muscle mass loss. But she's like, I just, she spent her day off reading up on it because she's like, I have not had a cat like this in years.
And muscle mass loss is like not necessarily a sign that there's something wrong with him other than old age, because that just happens.
Yep.
That's what we thought as well too. We're like, it's not like he's showing any
and he's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not showing any like bad signs. Like he's still hungry. He just doesn't like his. He still will eat treats. He's still active. Like he jumps from my desk into the window.
He comes up the stairs every day.
Yeah. He runs up the stairs. He jumps on the couch. He still hunts in ways. Like he likes to do things. He's not lethargic. He's not unhealthy. Like honestly, I'm amazed at how well the boys have been doing. They haven't been sick or anything like that in a couple months since Bradbury and that wedge-shaped object. So
Sorry. Like, that was actually the problem. It was wedge-shaped.
Yep, he had a wedge-shaped object in his colon.
It was making him sick.
Got an X-ray and everything.
Was it determined what the wedge-shaped object was?
Nope. He pooped it out in a way that wasn't obvious, and we did not go fishing for it.
So we're gonna get all this stuff done for Dory.
Yeah, I mean, out of an abundance of caution, we're gonna do it. I don't know what it's gonna bring, but
These are sweet little boys, so.
I mean, we do know that he has cancer cells on the back of his neck, so.
Which is actually a fine spot to get at. She said he's got a lot of extra skin there, so it'll be a very easy.
Yeah, that's true. That would make it easy to
And she also
take care
said
of.
that it didn't feel like it was connected because she could put her fingers around the whole like kind of underneath it, and it didn't cause any pain or anything like that either. So.
Yeah, I think she is pretty sure it's not actually connected or metastasized, but
It is gross. It's got some hair growing out of it now.
yeah, she said it's the weirdest thing she's ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. He's pretty gross old man.
Not the weirdest thing, but like the weirdest skin
Yeah,
growth.
The skin mass was pretty interesting.
It was unique.
Like it made her chuckle and smile a little bit during his evaluation. She's like,
what's this?
That's kind of funny. And I was like, that's kind of gross.
Thanks.
Didn't say that though. So I would say that Dory in front of the medical. I'll
No.
say it in front right now.
Yeah, that thing's got like a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't have a tooth or something.
I mean,
Not yet.
Not yet.
don't speak too soon.